Welcome back to the firehouse for some more firehouse reasoning. I think tonight, once more before we set off in the fire, I will explain again what the firehouse is, or what exactly I mean when I say welcome back to the firehouse. Because the firehouse is a reality. You know what I mean? It's not just a figure of speech. The firehouse is a region that dwells within all. A region that is beyond the mind, as it was. A similar thing to how the sun is beyond the regions of the moon. So the firehouse is a state that dwells within beings then, within all beings. But one have to reach the 9th level to, like I would say, cross over then, as it was. You know what I mean? So the words of the firehouse is coming from beyond the regions of the mind. And whenever you reach in the firehouse, you burn all ignorance. You understand? So in firehouse, there is no, like, people would think that there was any masters. There is no masters. And if there ever was what people call masters, when you reach firehouse, we get rid of them. You know what I mean? There is only one master, and that is where the fire comes from. Where the light that lighted the mind comes from. Only one can shine that light, no one else. So no being can be a master, ever was any master. What you can do is to reflect the light of that one which is the living fire within all. I master. You see what I mean? So that is what the firehouse is. When I say welcome back to the firehouse, I am welcoming you back for some reasoning from beyond the regions of the mind, where we burn all ignorance out of your conception. Well, can't burn it out anyway, you know. You'll have to do that yourself. But from over there then, I speak at the truth that not only for the beings on earth, but beyond. There's one law within the universe, and that is the law of the fire that dwell within our beings, I say, who was ever emerged out of woman. The mighty one dwell within all. Like I say, with the secret agent memory, recording the deeds of all who come out of woman. Yeah, you know, that's where I say soul capturers. That's where we arrest those who think that they are going to escape with their evil action upon the earth. But that is because they do not understand what is happening beyond the regions of the mind. Over in firehouse, as it was. Well, anyway, leave firehouse for a bit and like I say, come back now to current affairs. Like I'm seeing here now on earth, playing out. Current affairs now is over in the Ukraine, where there is a confrontation going on, I say, where the people of the earth now can observe a lot of hypocrisy, or what they would call double standard. Because like I've warned the beings before, there was a time when evil would conceal its action. You know, hide it away from you so you don't know. But now they are not hiding, they are doing it in your face. You know, telling you in your face, right up, as if you are ignorant. Because they know that, well, it looks as if they know that you are just dumb up ignorant. Because I hear Mr. Obama, for instance, says, where was he giving this speech? I don't know if it was Saudi Arabia, one of them places. But Mr. Obama says, what the Russians did in Crimea, you cannot compare that to what America do in Iraq. Because they leave Iraq a civilized country and, you know, free up everything. As far as I know, one man died in Crimea, one soldier and one get injured. Before they even attack Iraq, 500,000 children died from the sanction that America put on Iraq. You see me? And when they attack, God knows how many they kill. And when they leave, God knows how many they poison with their depleted uranium. And yet this hypocrite was saying that, no, you know, our action in the world is justified. He stand back and he watching Ukraine. Well, what they could show you and they tell you anyway. Well, I see. While people beat police, kill them, brutalize, and take over. And support those people and say, yeah, these are legitimate. Yet in Crimea, where people get scared and vote, they gather in and say, no, you can't do that. And yet these people are accepting it. Britain here is backing it, France, they are all backing it. Hypocrites and parasites, but like I'm saying, it is time. These kind of actions are happening to open the eyes before it's too late. You see what I mean? Because the hypocrisy is happening all around. After he made that speech, his next port of call was Saudi Arabia, where those murderers in Saudi Arabia, killers, some of the most vilest beings on earth. I'm telling you about these ones, where they don't even allow women to drive. And they are the one encouraging people where people can drive in Syria, that they should give them more missiles. Now Mr. Obama is saying that I think about 150,000 humans already get slaughtered within Syria, whether civilian soldiers or whatever. Yet Mr. Obama and the American government is calling to arm up rebels to kill more because they want to change the regime. You know? And yet the people's eyes still will not open to these murderers. Still they listen to the words of these killers, you know. As if you must think you're going to live forever. I told you before, you know, death, even though you are killing, death is a killer itself. And death is the Governor General of the earth. And all your deeds are recorded. Doesn't matter how powerful you are, you see what I mean? You see my words that I speak from the fire. These words cannot be defeated by no being anywhere within the creation. Yes, I am the general of the fire. That's how bad I am. You would know that still because you cannot see who is talking to you. And you've been brainwashed so to an extent that you wouldn't be able to understand, like I'm telling you. But those who are striving to live honestly will be able to grasp the word of fire. But my words that I am speaking anyway to human being, there's no being anywhere in the universe, none at all whatsoever, not a single one could have be archangel when them hear it and dust after dust. Yes, my fire. You see what I mean? Because I am the general of the one that dwell within all of you. Whether you are striving to be good or whether you are not, whether you are on the light side or the dark side. You see what I mean? Who cares? Do you know the dark one that dwell within? Yes, I know that one as well. The one that they are calling Satan. This one dwell within the temper of all human beings. The negative master himself. But this one is not guilty of any of your hideous crime against your fellow human beings. This you choose to do yourself. That one only suggests negativity to your mind. You are the one with the choice. You see what I mean? So now, in the time of fire, you are the one who is supposed to make a choice over what you see happening in this world. I can tell you, because it looks as if they are getting ready for the final confrontation. I say all these beasts of the eagle, the lion, the dragon, and the bear. Because previously they've been messing with small matters, but now they've encroached on the territory of the bear. So you can't feel safe in America before if the bear start rumbling. You can't, that's why they say they don't even want to fight with the bear. Because you know that the bear will let off missile all in America. You'll be involved in this war now. You'll be able to sit back in your nice country hearing about your shotgun away in other people's land, killing them. You know what I mean? Be visiting you, brought on by your devils there in America. What you call your government, these sick people. Well, if it was up to Mr. One they call McCain, the war would have started already, you know. This brother one, I just kill this brother one kill, you know. I mean the rest are killers themselves, but this one look like he's hell bent. Don't worry, McCain, life is forever. Life is forever, my friend, you know what I mean? Don't be in a hurry, man. You see what I mean? The people of the world, like I say, it is a disgrace, and the people of the world as well, because, like I say, this intelligence is within all of us. And yet we allow ourselves, you know, to be governed by the few, giving them the energy and the authority to do so, to abuse. You see what I mean? Like I say, through, I say it's through cowardness, through an unwillingness to think for oneself, you know, or I don't know, maybe they're afraid to be the odd man out, so everybody does, even when they know it's wrong, they go along with it. Even all those people sitting there, hearing Obama, speaking lies, and never say anything about it. Say they have referendum in Castle, they never had any. I don't know who write your speech, brethren. So they write you a lot of lies. So you as the president of America, when you come out and open your mouth, because you cannot speak from the heart, you're speaking from what somebody else write. They write all wrongness and you speak that and don't even know. You see what I mean? You're allowed to get away with lies. You are allowed to come out and get away with warmongering. You are allowed to come out and support those who are suppressing people like the Saudi royals and them. And you support them calling for war. How can there be any justice in the world when one country is calling for war against another country to bomb them out of existence? I don't hear you calling for no justice for the Palestinian who the Israelis building a wall around and is brutalizing daily. Yet you are hell-bent on removing Assad from out of power. You know? What is that? You have Israel who is full of atomic weapon, hell-bent and bombing Iran, claiming that they are after atomic weapon. How come you never hell-bent and bombing Israel when they was after atomic weapon? You see what I mean? The hypocrisy of these devils are coming to the, well I say coming to the bubble. Because this is your judgment time. Fire! If I was any one of you priests and all popes and things, maybe that's why they bring forward this pope here, I say now, this Jesuit, the warrior from the Roman Catholic order, the black pope. Maybe that's why they retire this one, you know, and bring forward this great deceiver. Fire for you, go down in this fire. Summer. Well, you might be taking a lot of idiots with you, but this is your finality. Maybe that's like I said, they retire the other one and this other one step forward. They say that the man is an Argentinian. The man is an Italian, born in Argentina, Italian parents. He's an Italian, a Roman. He's not a native Argentinian. Tricks. Because these devils are mafias, head mafia. You see what I mean? I destroy you and your Christ. You know the one that your God sent in this fire. That one finish. Kill the God who sent that one. Okay, you hear what now? The real God, my friend. You know the real fire God is never away from his creation because it dwells within beings and has always been here. So that one have no reason to send any prophets here. You know that one here. And hear the words of that one here. Because that one is always speaking to you. You are the one who is not listening. A bumbleclot you and about sin. Who? That is what the devil, that is what those who create a diversion, negativity, those evil men who go on as if they are preachers and teachers of God's word. They are devils in disguise. They know not the way of God. That's why they have to make up and forever performing a lot of silly rituals. You see, to deceive, confuse, have you in a trance and a fix. Well, now the fire is here. We burn all of those idiotic conceptions away. You see what I mean? Because it's not true. It's a lie. It's only because the beings, like I say, beings are cowards. So even though they got the faculties and the intelligence within themselves to challenge idiocy when they hear it from a spiritual point of view. You see what I mean? They refuse. And because most people might agree even when it's not right, they go along with all these people. But you could never reach Firehouse like that. You see what I mean? To reach Firehouse, you have to be, like I tell you, you would have to be like the fire general, a one-dimensional being. Like an arrow traveling, that means I ignore all. We don't care if it's my mother, my father, my ancestor. Don't care who. I ignore them within this stack. We're dealing with the truth. I don't care who you are, whether you're male, female, black, white. That is irrelevant to the truth, is it? You see what I mean? So because my mind is fixated like that, just on the truth. Irrespective of, you see what I mean? I don't get tangled up into all this male and female and who is better and who is not better. Because I have the female within me. I find the female within me. Because I am a male and a female in one. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't get that kind of confused. So I'm fixed on a one-dimensional. So that's how we reach Firehouse. We are in there, we are only dealing with the truth. The truth is not a next man. So we don't go there talking about, say, the Buddha said this or Jesus said this. Or this man said that or that man said that. You speak the truth that you see, that you know. If you can't do that, you don't know it then. Are you not certain? And if you know truth, you must be certain about it, innit? Truth is a certainty, a surety. Where even if, like I said, there's 7 billion people on the planet, even if they don't know it and you alone know it, it wouldn't make any difference, would it? Like, it wouldn't make any difference to me if the whole universe never know about the truth. I and I alone would still defend it and speak it and die for it against the whole universe just the same. You see what I mean? I say we have got fire soldier, you know? If no one else take up the fight, I and I will. You see what I mean? I and I is a fighter, a rebel. I say creation rebel. To speak the word of what is truthful and honest and correct. You see what I mean? And any being can do that, like I tell you. If you change, because don't forget, you know, I wasn't always speaking the word that was truthful, honest and correct, you know. I was in darkness myself, living ignorantly, like I tell you. At some stage in my life, before I was 27, running around, like I say, gambling, drinking, going with different women and telling lies, playing the sexual cheating line game, you know. Now in that state of mind, I never knew what was right. I was walking about the earth saying that I was spitting any fire and talking about Firehouse and because I never knew. I was living in ignorance. When I reached 27 and I start to change my ways, that's when I start to realize the opposite of life, the inward way. And that's how I come to encounter the hidden one within you all. You see what I mean? And that one has revealed himself to me personally. So I have seen the one, if you know what I mean, in a vision. That's why I'm a bad fire. Burn anyone in the universe, anywhere at all, when they hear the word of the fire. Even if they were sitting like, well, God is not a person still, if you know what I mean. But as according to the religious lunatics, they have God sitting up in heaven and somebody beside him, left and right and all that. Well, all those who are sitting left and right beside God, when I speak, them just hold what do you call it? Hold your corner. Yeah, I don't care who you is. I'm not interested. I am not interested in personality. Or the personalities of who are, what I say, God's saint and his angel and whatever. I don't care about them. I'm not interested in them. I don't want to know them. I don't have any business with them. My business is with the one that dwells within our beings. The one who give light. You see what I mean? Because I'm an ignorant being, innit? You know? Because some being like to worship a saint and follow a master, you know what I mean? But I'm not like that. I'm just totally crazy, man. Yeah, just like that, you know? No master. I don't bow. You know, like some being will bow and want to bow to king and queen. I don't bow. And I don't look up to no one either, you know what I mean? I am an eye man. You have to look at an eye directly in the eyes of fire. Whoever you are in the creation. Anytime you see I will be burning, you look me in these eyes and I live. But never me looking up. I like I say look down. I don't look down on anyone and I don't look up on anyone. All beings is on a level. You see what I mean? And you have to develop these, like I say, train the mind. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand the type of games that is being played out right here in front of you. These people are just feeding you all kind of lies, you know, encouraging you to go to war and, you know, you don't ever want to know. I mean, look how far America is from the Ukraine. And yet Mr. McCain, who is an old man, leave America and go to Ukraine to encourage people. Another one of the women who was saying who she wanted to be prime minister was in the Ukrainian capital giving out cookies. And various other men from around Europe encouraging the protesters to destroy, you know. Why though? Why? Like I say, in Syria they know, I don't know how many they kill and they thirsty for more, you know. All Brittany here, Cameron and them calling that, yeah man, give them and them some more shots to fire, man. France want them kill more, America want them kill more. They all want kill more because they want this one man out themselves, Assad. And after they finish kill Assad, you know that they're going to turn on the Iranian because they want regime change as well. You don't realize what these goons have in their mind. One world order. But that's what's coming anyway still from the fire, you know. One world order. But I'm telling you, the negative is trying to play that out outside as well. They want one world order. So China is a power. And Russia is a power. You see, so they have to get rid of them power there. If they can't unite them command, you see what I mean? Because they want a one thing. Alright, so you know the Iranian and them is a power, I must get rid of them. So the whole intention, you don't see the war game. You think they're joking? The more people die, the more these love it. Their intention is to wipe out as much as you as they can. And you are the one supporting them. Looking up to Obama, like me tell you, is like looking up to a real monster. Well, he's the least of the monster because he's only a puppet. Because like I tell you, he's reading from a script given to him. You know, got a script writer. So those that they put up front, they are just like a puppet. The real suckers are behind, playing this game in front of you. But still, you know, people like that, you know, like people like Obama and all them, they should be in the trial for crime against humanity. But the World Court of Justice, the one that they got in The Hague, they can't bring anyone from America and charge them for crime against humanity. They can't bring anyone from Britain, or they won't bring anyone from Europe. They can't bring anyone from Russia and China. They can pick on is some little African people, some little African terrorists that they can try, you know. You should be sick of yourself about you as a World Court of Justice. You mean you put there to prosecute Africans? Or little African despot, which is nobody. But the real despot who are murdering, you can't call for America to be punished for crime against humanity. You can't call for no punishment for those who are flying drones. I don't know in how many countries murdering innocent civilian. And yet you're calling yourself a real court of injustice. Because you are the one who set it up as well. You set up the UN, you set up NATO, you set up Real Court of Justice. You are the one policing the earth. Yourself, you goddamn sicko hypocrites. I tell you, judgment shall be dread on your head. Not because I say so, but because of your own action. Because everyone will reap what they sow. So it's got nothing to do with what I say. The result of what shall happen to you. I cannot wish anything that on you that you don't blood clot deserve wicked. Listen, and I do a curse you like that and call you still my brother. And that's why I can get passionate and angry to realize that you, my brother, come here and behave in such a manner against the will of the terrible and dreadful God. You see what I mean? If you want to call that God our Father, call it that. Call the superior energy, whatever you want to call it. You see what I mean? But you see, like how I say, I always get passionate about the way you behave. Don't bother think that that one is that passionate or bothered about how you behave. Doesn't care. I am the one who care. Not the one. Because the one has given you your choice. You can do what you want. The one don't care one way or the other. You can't do anything to the one. What you want to do with your choice. The passion and the plea is coming from me because we are brothers and sisters. To cease this stupid and evil action that you are going on with. Because you cannot defeat the law. You see what I mean? The one have a law. Running from creation. You see what I mean? The law govern things. So the one don't have to do anything. You simply reap what you sow when you transgress against the law of the terrible and dreadful God. This lies in the invisible, like I'm telling you. But it is operating anyway. But because, like I said, you only believe in what you see, not realizing that this is a seen and unseen world. But we are living in a seen and unseen world. So when I'm telling you about the firehouse, that's in the unseen world. But it's within yourself. You know? That is what you would call conscience. We're only using words. All these are just to describe. So, you know, when I say firehouse, it's still conscience. It's still Rastafari. It's still God. It's still Allah. So whatever name you want to put on it. But the thing is, I am not believing this. Because I'm not a believer in God. I am a knower of God. That's why I'm certain in it. So when I'm talking about what you call God, I don't deal with any belief. Because what I call God is within you, within man. Is a reality, a fact. Yes, sir, man? So when I tell a man that conscience is a teacher, it is. And it is the supreme teacher above any boy will come out a woman. You see, but if you don't listen to it and live by its instruction, how are you going to discover this? You see what I mean? Don't forget I trust my conscience about 40,000 billion trillion %, you know, because I don't trust human being. If you know what I mean. When it comes to spiritual development, I'm on about, you know, I don't trust no one at all but my own conscience. I don't trust no book or nothing, because book is book. Man write book. I don't care how glorious his word is, and I read word, but the words that are in his book, you know, can't come in front of my conscience. Because as far as I'm concerned, if there's anything written in book that is correct, it was from the conscience of a man that write that down. So it goes right back to the Supreme Master anyway. If you see what I mean. So that's why I tell you, I take no account of any masters. Or even myself, or saying I would say, come and teach anyone and say that I am a master. Fuck I am not no master. I am not no master. I am telling you about the master that is within. I wouldn't get fiery about myself and go on about, oh, I know this and I know that. I don't know nothing. I am empty. But there is one within that is not. You see what I mean? That I draw from. So anyway, and everyone can draw from that one. Be they a male or a female, a black or a white or whoever they want to be. Because like I say in Firehouse, we don't see that. We burn away even your body and just leave the naked spirit. And when it's spirit there, we don't have color in spirit. Just a beams, you know. Yeah, in fire we don't have in fire, when fire come, you see, like I call it a regime change. In the regime change then, and when the regime change in the fire, the way that people see themselves before and black and white, those things are finished. You see yourself as a spirit, you know what I mean? Oneness in diversity. You have different bodies, that's all. Doesn't make you any goddamn different or should make you feel that you is in any way superior, you know? Because you have straight hair and blue eyes, you feel that, you know, you are some way superior, you know? But all that, like I'm telling you as well, even when you check history out, this is just a game that they are playing. You see what I mean? To tell you that how superior they are. It's like, as far as their history is concerned then, Africa is a backward place. And the people of Africa are backward. They never develop anything. But they had to hide African history. To put us down that way. You're not hiding our history because we are savages. Just because you know how intelligent we are, because I've been a goddamn intelligent. Are you stupid? So if you go to Africa and you say you go there and you see the pyramid that the ancestor built, or anything that the ancestor built, you would rather say it was built by alien. Yeah. The expert on Africa, like say the expert on what they would call Egyptology, is an Arabs. He's an Arab man, and the Arab man is not an African. He don't have nothing in his DNA. So that he should be an expert on Egypt and Africa. Because he is a blood clot Arab as far as I'm concerned. And all the rest of them, if they're not Arab, they're European. Telling us about our ancestors. Imagine that. And they go there and dig up our ancestors and have them in what them call them place, museum, and I show them all about. Imagine if we come from Africa and dig up them king and thing and have them in Africa driving around in museum. What kind of sickness is that? You know what I mean? You go down there, like I say, you rob and steal and switch everything around, you know? All your religion and all them things is what you steal from Africa. The ideas, conception of them. And yet you try and make out now that these people from this continent here now was in some way I say kind of backward, you know? Because you never hear God sending an ancestor any prophet. If God was sending prophets then, I would have to say, look like this God is a racist. Yeah man, kind don't send no black general. You must send, well, them say Buddha them kind of man there and Jesus and Muhammad. But him not send any wool in here. He never send any wool in here, man. We who got the wool in here, he never send none of these type of man. So we would have to charge him with racism. Not to say, brethren, why did you create us then? And instill intelligence in the rest of the brothers, but don't instill the intelligence in I and I. But of course, nothing don't go like that. This is what the wicked and evil beings who decide to use force to conquer reason use in their elaborate deception and cover up. You know what? You see what I mean? But all these things, like I tell you, what goes around come around. So right now everything is inert, you know? We call, like I say, we call this fire time, judgment time. Well, I can judge, like I said, I can judge if this was the first level, third level, fifth levels, right up to the ninth level. And whenever you reach ninth, a firehouse you reach, you never go beyond that level. Yeah. No being go beyond that level in firehouse. So, like any being, like I'm telling them, those who are doing the evil, because those who are doing evil are always living a luxurious life here and comfort, I'm telling you. Maybe you are thinking that when you die, but you are a spirit, you can't die. We are energies, you cannot destroy energies. And there is a law within the order of the universe that one must reap what one sow. So for your action, alright, man, I don't know how many years you're going to enjoy the power and privilege that you shall enjoy, and the sex or whatever you get that goes along with such lifestyle. But trust me, you still have to pay for this. That you work against the law, you know. You abuse others, and I don't know if you give others. I don't know what you do. It's up to you. It's up to each individual, whether they high up or low down, to check their action while they're living in the body here. Exactly what it is you are doing and how you're doing it. You see what I mean? Because there is consequences to pay when the mighty general come in for you. The Governor General of Earth here, my brethren, death himself, you know what I mean? Terrify a lot of human beings when there's nothing to be terrified about, you know. The virgin is just a flesh eater, man. Nothing to be terrified about that, you know. Just get a piece of tissue, Marius. Nothing to be terrified about that, but there's a lot. No, okay, man. There's a lot of people who are terrified about that. You don't see? Excuse me 1 minute. But ultimately, there is nothing to be terrified about that. Trust me, if you was living honestly in your heart and you love what is right, you would be looking forward to die. I'm not saying you would commit suicide, you know. Get that, you know. You're not into the suicide style, you know. But you would actually be looking forward to the procedure then. Of dying, you know what I mean? You know? But if you are not living honestly now, then yeah, you can have all kind of anxiety and doubt and, you know, if and but and when you're not living honestly, like I say, you can easily be duped by your political leaders. They just tell you the lie here because they know you're just dumb. Same way, you really just leader just tell you any lie. And you just, because you're not going to question them, you know, you just, they believe. And right now on earth, like I'm telling you, the gloves are off. No need for the devils to hide what they're doing again. They will just say, tell you, oh, we want that regime change, and if that man don't step down, we just drop some bomb and it doesn't matter, even if there's 100 and whatever, 50,000 people already dead. And Mr. Obama can go to a country, like I say again, Saudi Arabia, where a woman can't even drive, and is encouraging them to send to arm up more, to kill more people in Syria, where people can drive. Isn't that ridiculous? Saudi Arabia is not even a country, it's not a country. Saudi Arabia, that's the name of the family that run it. It's a mafia family. One family, and America support that one family. If, as wicked, the more evil you are, the more America will they back you to the fullest. Like they back the Saudis there to the fullest now, and they back Israel to the fullest. And as long as you are well evil, like them, who don't give anybody any human rights, because America love that. Look how long it take to give black man rights in the red man land. Not even your land anyway. I say you're an invader, an imposter over there, a murderer and a killer. And yet the slaves that you take there to work the land and humiliate. It's only in the 60s you free them from apartheid. And when it was going on in South Africa, you was one of the chief backers of it. in South Africa. You love those evil. And you are the main backer of Israel. That's why there can't be no peace, because you are the one who is always leading the peace talk. And you know you don't want no peace there, because you're just a killer, murderer. You have no intention of treating the Palestinian fair. Because you're not fair. Because if you was, Israel would have, they would have had a little state already. You would have, you would have make sure it happened, but you don't want it to. You just want them to keep talking in it, America, and then the more they talk, the more land Israel can grab it. Because people believe in you, America, instead of realizing that you are one of the greatest evil that has ever risen on the goddamn planet. You know? They say, I don't know where the man them find this Reggie Obama from. Like I said, there's a lot of strange thing going on now. Because Obama spring from nowhere. This Pope here, the other one run away. It's the first Pope that ever run away in history. And no, not run away, resign. Without any war going on. I think about 900 or something years ago, them say. One did. But the man was under pressure. War was going on and the man run away, you know. This one is the first time it ever happened. That a Pope, God, soldier and earth, resigned to go and devote himself to pray to God. So God he's supposed to be telling God message to the flock. And he decided not to do it, but he want to go and pray to God. And now they bring this one here, this Francis the Great Deceiver, the devil, the sicko. And here they're claiming already he's modernizing church. But he's a Jesuit. The SS, like what was in the German army. SS. He step up front. So there's a lot of strange things happening, you know. Yeah, dangerous time. Maybe this is the final confrontation. Because you see, like how they're calling for regime change, you know, because they want a one world. This is regime change is coming to this planet. Planetary wise. The whole planet shall feel this fire. Like I say, I don't know how the fire is coming still, you know. Maybe them and the beer might start a thing, and you know, the beer have to blow up the whole of Europe and then blow up the whole of Russia, and the beer destroy America, and you know, everybody. I don't know, how would I know? I know that regime change must take place, because I am the fire general. Because wars are not only fight physically, they are fight mentally as well. I cannot be defeated mentally. The force that I move with cannot be defeated ever. Yeah, no chance. No way, you know? You're not just dealing with a physical. Yeah, you could, not saying you couldn't shut time, man, you know. Yeah, anyone could shoot me. But no one could defeat my words. And no being who has ever come out a woman could ever out-reason me either, where God is concerned. You can't do it. You're not a 9th grade general. 9th grade general is God's soldier. God elite soldier. Like if he was in the essays. Yeah, anything he says is killing. Killer. Yeah, deadly. Deadly, I say. So there's no chance of any being at all defeating me where the truth is concerned. Defeat the whole universe, here and beyond. Because I don't have to do nothing, it's the one. You know, the same one that I'm telling you that is in you all. You know? I am nothing, but that one is the one. You see what I mean? No one can defeat that one. And if I reflect the will of that one, no one can defeat the words that come out of my mouth. Because all of these words are truthful and honest words. You see what I mean? Because they are coming from the one that is inside of you. Yeah? When you hear the words, you should hear the one and you're saying, yes, that is the general fire. You know? But you're not listening carefully, eh? So you wouldn't know the internal, what is happening within. You see what I mean? You might even hear me speaking and be thinking to yourself that I am boasting, that I am some bad general. Ain't nothing to boast about in the truth. I am not interested in blood clot boasting. Only thing I'm interested in is firing the will of the one that dwell within. Nothing boastful about that. It might sound arrogant and boastful. Well, if that's how it sounds, I can't help it. You see what I mean? Because it doesn't matter which way I speak the truth to people. Some are going to be offended anyway. If I put passion in it, they upset. If I don't put passion, you see, so I can't please anyone. So I try not to please anyone. You see what I mean? I just please the truth. You see what I mean? Who want to be upset, let them be upset. Who is happy, be happy. You know what I mean? But my intention is not to upset anyone. Rather to make everyone happy still rather than upset. You see what I mean? I wouldn't speak to upset people or to disrespect them. So if I'm saying as an example, oh, religion is bullshit, and you are a religious person, don't take it that I'm saying all of your religion is bullshit. But I'm saying it have a negative part to it. And that negative part is you going to church and calling on the name of Jesus. That is bullshit for real. You know? But if you follow the instruction of your religion and live honestly with your next door neighbor and good, yeah, that is perfectly okay. Is it? But when you're following a master that you don't know, and when there's a master within yourself that you don't want to know, imagine that a man don't know Muhammad, he don't know Jesus, he don't know the Buddha, see? Because those was physical man who was passed through. But the conscience which is alive and living, force and energy that is within your own self, you don't want to know that and make a connection with that. But you are talking about some beings that you can never know. So you have gone outside of yourself when the one is dwelling within. So your master is out. So you can never know the living fire. That God that you know out there is not the real God, because the real God is within thyself. You see what I mean? So all those who are chasing after God and saying God is up in heaven and God sent his son, those are lunatic, because heaven is outside yourself and Jesus is outside yourself. And the prophet that the God sent is outside yourself. And the God who sent them prophets is outside yourself up in heaven. So all that is false and ignorance and idiotic. You see what I mean? Because one is supposed to make a connection with the one that is dwelling within oneself. Otherwise, you cannot speak any truth. You will find that such people now who don't make this connection with the one within haven't got the lyrics then. So they have to resort and read books and make quotes and say, oh, such and such a person say this, Plato say this, and whoever says this. But when you come to Firehouse now, you don't hear anything about what any boy say. Because I don't care what any boy say. Or any girl say for that matter. I say what I know. You see what I mean? Not what they say. We don't care what them say. Don't care what the ancestors say and the ancestor never say. You see what I mean? Because I am the one who's the 9th grade general. I say what I know myself before man and God and angel and archangel and whole universe in it like a bad fire. Why would I want to be afraid if I know what I know? So I must say what I know and forget about what they say. Who care what they say? Like I say. Because maybe they never reached the 9th grade. I don't know. So I cannot rely. This is what I say. I cannot rely on what other humans say and be joining in groups of them, you know what I mean, and be merging. No, I must move and speak the truth that I know from my heart. That's what truth is. And you know that to speak truth, you could only do it if you was living honestly. Because like I say, when I was living honestly before I was 27, before I gathered my senses, I never knew jack shit. Where spirituality is concerned, you know what I mean? I don't know anything, I don't know jack shit in educational wise either still. You know, I'm a dumb being that way. So that's why I always like to say then, I want to test some of these what they call brilliant minds. Because like I say, I've never seen any education in any school. Never went there long enough. Can just manage to read and write. All my kids can read better than me. When I say all my kids, I only got 4. But they can all read better than me. So I've got no education. So I'd like to test some of these who are educated. Because education has got nothing to do with what is right and correct and truthful and honest. Doesn't matter how you could have gone to 90,000 eaten and came. You know, that's got nothing to do with honesty, is it? This is a different, that's why I'm telling you. Firehouse is beyond the regions of the mind. Firehouse is when you literally wake up. You arise from your slumber and realize who you are and understand the deception that is taking place. And realize the fullness of life, that there is an intelligence, life is endless, this universe is infinite. Don't listen to people and about Big Bang. Yes, goddamn idea about big explosion going and make the universe create infinite planets. Can you imagine a big explosion happening? Nothing make it happen, it does happen. And then all these galaxies and stars get created out of the big explosion. The sun appear where it is, the moon appear where it is, the earth appear where it is and never move. All working in perfect order. Out of nothing, with no intelligence. This is what these goddamn idiots would have you believing, that there is no intelligence within the universe. But if you don't know the intelligence within your goddamn self, how can you you must be going on about chasing outside, looking out there about Big Bang. What you want to do is look within. These scientists, I don't know, I'm sure he's using it as a distraction. Because last year he was jumping up and down under the ground up there in Switzerland about you discover a God particle, all clapping. And then last week again they're making up like, we feel some vibration from Big Bang. That is just a distraction, that is just stupidity. Forget about when the universe was created, you don't matter about that. You want to find out what you're doing here and who you are. You want to try and figure out who the secret dweller within you is, like I'm telling you. Who conscience is. Yeah. You know, in this time, like I say, because we are jungle men then, we have called the one Rastafari, you know. Rastafari, the terrible and dreadful God. The one that dwells within all human beings who ever move. So it's not like say then, I am a Rastaman then as an example. But my God no, Rastafari no, check Rastafari no. He's not just known to Rasta. You know? Because this God what I'm telling you about is a force and an energy that is within all beings. Doesn't matter who them call themselves. So whether they want to say them is Rasta, them is Christian, them is Muslim, whatever, and even if you call yourself nobody, my master, the supreme one himself, the one that I see and know, is within you. Cover all things. So I is the teacher of all. You see what I mean? When I say I am the teacher of all, you know, this is what I'm doing. Be careful you don't take that as a boss. Conscience is the teacher of all. I work for conscience then, if you understand what I mean. As a little kind of an agent then, if you want to know. voluntarily working then. So under those laws, I am the teacher of all. You see what I mean? Under those laws, you know. But don't take it personally that I am saying, oh, me, I am the teacher of all, and that and I'm putting some importance on myself. No, there's no, because I am not the real teacher, is it? I am an agent, you know. If you want to give praise, for example, you wouldn't praise me and say, oh, Ital is very clever. No, I will tell you, don't do that. It is the one, what the beings call conscience, which is a very, very clever one. How could I be that clever? I am only in one place here, spitting the fire, and this one is in everyone, male and female. Terrible and dreadful over Master himself. I couldn't be like that, you know what I mean? So I would never claim to be that one. I want to be that one. I am not that one, and I don't want to be that one. I am quite happy to follow the ways of that one, if you know what I mean. Because I'm a simple man, I just like to, you know, burn a herb and, you know, dance to my music and thing. Why would I want to be God? You know? If I wish anything as a spirit is to live free and have no one interfere with me, you know, and try to bring any violence or anything like that. I don't like them things the rest of them. So I would like to live free, but I don't want to be no God or anything, you know what I mean? Like to live free and enjoy life like you have life here on earth, you know? The next life should be like that, you know? Enjoy my fruits and my music and love those kind of things. So just simple, just life. We don't want to be no superstar within the universe. You know what I mean? I just want, like I said, there is a superstar within the universe, you know? But that is the one within. So yeah, I teach about that one. And that when you know this one now, this is the one that will open up your eyes and give you the understanding. Because like I'm saying, it's not like you have to go anywhere to find this one. Search out anywhere. Just listen to your own goddamn conscience. That's all it is. Because in your head there, as an example, let's refine it down there. In our being, there's three of us in here then, as an example. We are a three-dimensional being in this universe. So you have three powers, yeah? You have positive, you have negative, and you have us. Let's say we was neutral. The positive one, the master himself, Firehouse, only spit what is right and correct and truthful and honest. Only that. Over here we have the other master, the Supreme Dandada himself. There's only two energies that is everywhere present at once. And these are those two that I'm telling you about. These are the overgeneral. They are present everywhere at once. That one is the positive one, and this one, like the sun and the moon. They are the one, the eternal one. They've always been here. They was here, you know, in the 1800s. The people, the human that was living now, they're dead and gone. But these two are still in here now, in these new humans who come about. They never give up, these two. But anyway, this other one now, the general himself, he only spit out negativity. You see what I mean? So within your head at any given time is these two are chattering away at you. Positive and negative, you know. You have this going on now, and over here now, you are the one who is supposed to choose. Because you are not the originator of thoughts, they are. Yeah, you know, they originate thoughts and put these ideas to you for debate, you know. And you are the one who must make a choice and pick sense out of nonsense. Because don't forget, one is speaking sense and is untruthful, and the other one is dishonest. So you get in a mixture then, so you have to, you see what I mean? But no, the one who is telling you nonsense or negative, the great master Satan, he's not evil, because he's not doing you anything. You see what I mean? It's not going to attack you by just telling you bad things or give you negative. You know? But you don't have to listen. You don't have to choose it. And if you don't, you can't force it. You know, you can sit and reason with him and explain why you're not doing it and you're not interested in that, you know. But that is how we are inside, all human beings. That's how you are in the invisible. Now when anyone look at you, they're not going to see that, are they? They just see like a one unit, like you see me here now, a one thing, you know. Because you're not observing, you can't see what is happening in the invisible. But in the invisible there, in the head, you know, in the head, that's what's going on up there. Don't know about the heart still, you know. What go on in a heart. I'm not a heart man, I'm a head man, you know. No, a lot of people think with that. I am not a heart man, I am a head man. You see what I mean? I deal with the force and power that is within my head. So I only deal with what I know. I never deal with anything that I don't know. You know what I mean? Those who know about the heart can deal with the heart. Fire General deal with what is head. You see what I mean? What is up there in the control tower. I say, you know. So from the control tower, in the control tower, like I say, you have the negative and you have the positive, and then you have B, you know, and we make the choice. So one can actually choose then to follow the positive master or the negative master, because both are masters within fields. Yeah, so because I now choose to follow the positive master, that's how I end up in Firehouse. And when you are in Firehouse, you also know the negative master as well. You know, we're not afraid of the negative one. The negative one is not the problem here. The problem is those who choose to do negativity. And that is our fellow human being. Those who are masquerading right here now, like Mr. O. Farmer and, you know, Pope Francis, whatever, and who are bewitching you and keeping you in, one keeping you in religious servitude and the other one keeping you in political. But none of them is good, they are bad. And yet the people cannot see this. But the reason why you don't see this as well is because of your own character. You see what I mean? Because you fail to clean that up yourself. Because in your little community, when you're living and you're running around, you know, cheating on your wife or your wife cheating on you, you don't know that that is contaminating your vision of understanding. When you are performing racism against the next human being, you don't know that that is contaminating up thy soul. You see what I mean? Straight away, and it's stopping thy intelligence from growing. When you're greedy, selfish, spiteful, you do not realize that you are putting yourself in the spider web of ignorance and blindness and creating a cloud that the light cannot reach. You see what I mean? Because it's action. You see? So you have to check whatever action you are performing it and how, because while you can hide your deceitfulness from men, you cannot hide it from the one who is within watching all. And if you are deceitful in any way, you cannot enter. So if I had a deceitful heart and mind and soul, I could never enter Firehouse to speak the lyrics from Firehouse. You see what I mean? Because the internal master see it all. You are living under the light of the terrible and dreadful one, Rastafari, himself the High General. The soul is naked before that one. You see me? So you have to come clean. You have to come clean and pure to speak the word of fire. No deception can be in it. When you are under the light of the terrible and dreadful God that dwell within, Rastafari himself, the High General. So you see what I mean? Men who are, I say, you're keeping secret from other men and hiding deceit from your partner and all that. But all that is men. Men are not God. And men are not the law. They are not important. They seems to be important enough to you, so you deem it that you're hiding secret from them. But you should think about the one that dwell within. No secret is hidden from that one. That one see all your deceit and all your hypocrisy and all your pretense. That one sees you when you challenge my words, when you hear that blood clot. Yeah, because he's within you. That's why I say I don't have to look behind my back, because my master is everywhere. All I have to do is speak the word. I don't have to see you or bother about what you criticize. You ain't criticizing me, you criticize the word of the one. It ain't my word. See, I don't own it. I don't copyright the word of God, you know. I don't copyright your words, you know. I don't sell it. I just spit it. I alone, you know, see me. When I appeal all the time for help, well, the only help I would like is if, you know, like I say, we make a video and someone see it, they can spread it. You know, but if they spread it, it's not as if I'm going to get any money. No one pay me to speak, you know what I mean? If I was a great painter, maybe I would get a patron that help me spread me painting. But I don't get a patron that is willing to come and spread the word of fire. You know? I say, yeah man, I put your video on my television station and the radio station, make it burn blood clot fire. Make man hear the word of truth that coming from the soul of a being. No, they don't do that, they don't support truth. You see what I mean? But like the tune is saying here now, no matter where I go, I am the lion in your kingdom. You see what I mean? Lion of truth and rights. You see what I mean? The one that bring the balance between the male and the female. Not like these ignorant like I'm saying, I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, I've just been telling my friend running a joke. Them used to have a saying here when they say, behind every great man is a woman. We're right now in a Babylon here now. Behind every great man it look like there's another man Rasta. I say, daughters, you've lost your place, you see, because in all of the confusion that is going on now, you see, man is turning to man. So you don't know what is going on. So you don't know who is behind a man now in this time. You see what I mean? Because everything now is, like I say, whoops. in the 1960s when I was a youth, I hear the churchman them preaching some sermon, Sodom and Gomorrah, and lick out against some homosexuality and them thing was the depths of some depravity in them time. Oh, in them time, you know, the churchman them a change them style and say, oh yeah man, I will ask you man. Look like the Bible where them did right. In them time they was wrong. So right now, you see, every society is changing. So we got to roll along with the change, you know. But truth never change anyway still. So I don't know about the move. I never follow the movements of society. I don't know what they're dealing with, you know. The only thing I know that is every being has got a choice given to them by the internal one. And they are free to do with their choice what they want. Yeah, because only them alone shall reap the consequences of their own endeavors, their own action. I am not the one, so I never judge any man. I am a lawman, I just speak the law, but I am not a judger. That's it. I don't condemn anyone to hellfire, you know. I don't deal in hellfire. I just talk about the law. I know that, yes, we all have a choice, so you can choose. For the little, how long do we live here? Average, yeah, not a lot of people go over 100, is it? Let's say we have a little 65, 70 years then. If you run over that, if you run over 70, you run on a little bonus. We'd look for a while before you kick out. Or say you have a little 100 years then, you know? So you have a little 100 years to live here before the mighty general reap you. Yeah? And you have your own choice. Whatever you decide, when you reach on the other side, you get that in it, you enjoy that. No one is going to punish you. You see what I mean? There's no God there to punish you. You administer you sow your, you know, like it's like making your bed. You make your bed, you sleep in that. So if in your heart here now you are happy and joyous with the type of life that you are living, you know, after you sit and you meditate and say, let me think about my life now, see? And when you sit, you think, you can honestly and truthfully say to yourself, I've tried my best to live a better life. You know, like I've changed. I used to do X, Y, and Z now, but now I've put that aside. And ever since that, I've been striving. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I've always tried to live a better person with whoever. You know, I don't hate any other human being. I recognize that we are all brothers and sisters and that we should all live, eat and drink. If you can say that in your heart and you feel a love for all the other beings, when you look at your live vision and you see anything up there, you can feel for those. Yeah, of course you can do that. You can be comfortable with your life then. But if you can't do that, no, something is wrong with the type of life you live in. You see what I mean? So you have to check over your life, rectify things if you want to understand, if you want to shift the veil from over your eyes. Otherwise, like I'm telling you, in this time, they'll be able to sell you anything. Just like how Mr. Obama just tell you, what Russia do is, when they kill so many people in Iraq. I don't know how many people you caused to die in Libya. Black people as well, a lot of them used to live in town, and after you murder Gaddafi, whole towns of them had to flee and get murdered. You hide that all away, destroy the country, destroy the infrastructure like you did in Iraq. Saddam had one of the best medical facilities in the Arab world, and Gaddafi had one of the best in Africa. They get jealous of it and go there, destroy, in the name of democracy. How can you bring democracy, right, to people by killing them or destroying the country, ruin it, and just leave blood on it? Like you, how can you do such, kill 150,000 people in Syria just to bring them democracy? That's how they bring. But mind you, you're good at that because your ancestors. That's the same way they bring Christianity to Europe before, by murdering people all across Europe to introduce Christianity. Now, I don't know how many I said they've killed and murdered to bring them. And how can anybody like that? No one attack America like I tell you. They blow up their own building. It's a thing that they do all the time. Even this week on the news, there was they have a leak where they hear the Turkish, some of the ministers in the Turkish government discussing how they have some important monument in Syria which is of Turkish origin, and they were saying they was going to attack it and then blame it on Syria. So it will give them an excuse to attack Syria, so NATO can attack, because they're looking for a way to kill more people, to overthrow Assad as they see. So this is what government do. They always, they create a thing. It's like the gas that was the fire in Syria. It wasn't by the Syrian government. It was by the West and those people who the back. They don't. When you hear Mr. Kerry crying, it's false tears. He know that they murder. Then they was hoping to use that to murder more. Don't forget they want a population reduction. You must think if they drop a chemical weapon and a few Syrians, that is of any significance to them. It is of no significance. It is of no significance that over 150,000 people have died in Syria, and that children have been brutalized, and that there's over 2 or 3 million refugees scattered. They don't care. They'll call Mr. Kerry is calling for more war. It's not happening to his family. It's not an American city that's been bombed. It's not an American city where you have men coming from about 40 different countries firing guns. So they don't care. Like I tell you, when they finish kill those when they finally get rid of Assad, it will be on to Iran and start killing those people down there, Don't know where the next, but eventually they want. Anyway, I've been rapping for a long time. I know that eventually these people, like I say, because they told you publicly that they want a one world order. So I'm telling you that's why they are organizing and pushing, confrontational. Because eventually they want one thing to run the planet. But one is going to run the planet, but not in the way that they are thinking. Because they are part of the sick regime that need changing themselves. They are the present system now on earth. I would like to make a statement before God and man and all human beings. The present government now on earth, like the American, Mr. Obama, Cameron and them, the French government, Russian and all these governments on earth, they are some of the sickest souls that has ever come out of pussy. Some of the most evilous and blood. And you know how many wicked empires rise up in the past before. But these have more sophisticated way of killing people. Ways that we don't even know some of the way that they kill the people. Trust me. Some people die and we never even know that it was them who murdered the people, them or killed them. You see what I mean? Because now they can all give you cancer, just make you die like how they kill Arafat and Chavez, you know? They don't even know, a man just read anything. And they don't forget that killing is their game. I'm sure that these people in their secret societies killing people and drinking the blood. You have to be that sick and cold. And then you can dress up and come out in public smiling. Huh? And talking to those other devils in suit as if you're doing something good, when you are doing some of the most sickly thing that a human could ever do to another human or cause to happen to another human, you know. But guess what? You're paying for it all, my friend. You're sorry the day when death come for you, because you have to die, you know. Secret Service, you cannot protect you. You can pamper up now and all, you all in government, you goddamn sicko. Hey, you know the one who scrutinized the video when they put them out, because you must scrutinize. Like I tell you, please take it and make your high devil see it. And explain to them that, listen, after you die, you're going to live forever, the fire lion say. And you're going to pay for all this fuckery that you've caused up on the earth against your fellow human being. Because you cannot break the law of the one and get away with it. You see what I mean? And it's no use, like I say, you believing that the one don't exist that I'm telling you about. Because I know the one. You know the one. So it's not a matter of believe. I know the one. And I know that the one has placed memory in you precisely to record your deeds. Can you imagine anyone at all who come out a pussy, right? Eradicating anything that is on their memory? Are you crazy? Even when you go senile, your memory is recording the fact that you are senile. You can't remember all that's on it, but don't worry. Memory remember everything. It is a video in your deeds, minutely, secondly. As you give the order, I know who give the order. I know who carried out the killing. I know everything, because I've got everything recorded. And when I say I, don't forget, I am not the one. But I am telling you that this one knows every fucking thing that happened. Because this one ain't a joke, my friend. Not because I like to get serious about the one. The one don't get serious like that. It's only my passion. Like I say, because we are brothers and sisters, I'm appealing to my brothers and sisters that just because this one is innocent like that, you shouldn't take the piss and the mickey and break the law without no concern. Well, anyway, like I say, I've been rapping for a long time. You see what I mean? From the firehouse about current affairs and what is happening internally as well. You know what I mean? Because if you understand yourself internally, it's easier to understand what is happening on the outside and see it again. You see what I mean? So one should live honestly. That is the key to opening up the understanding so you can figure out what is going on. Anyway, like I say, I've been rapping for a long time from the fire. So what I'm going to do now is school out from the firehouse, see? And fire out from firehouse. Rastafari, live it.